Welcome to Tales from the Tips. If you're catching us on YouTube, make sure you give us a like and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow us. Grab a foursome, 8, small tournament. I mean, whatever it takes. Make sure you tell your friends. We'd love to have you join. You can find every episode where you get your favorite podcast: Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Google, Odyssey app. Wherever else you want to find it. I don't know, whatever. Just head to the Google Play or iPhone store and download Tales from the Tips. So
you're really not going to need that.
I'm DA.
You're not going to need that.
He is 15-year tour caddy Mick Middlemo. We're just a couple guys that like to talk about golf, both inside and outside the ropes, but we bring it from a completely different perspective. You ready for this one?
I'm ready, buddy.
Leo, you ready? All right, let's grip it and rip it. So we made it. Episode 9.
That's a lot.
Episode 9. Now, I have to say, you know what we forgot to do?
No.
We forgot to celebrate after 6. We made the cut. Because clearly we're sitting here at 3. So Leo, we're going to see if Leo can edit us like celebrating somehow in episode 6 somehow. We're going to see if Leo's really good at this.
Leo just said 4 words. That's the most I've heard him speak.
I was going to say, well, we're going to get him. We're going to get him talking at some point.
You'll be talking real soon, Leo. We'll have you on the golf course soon.
But I got even bigger news.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yep.
So Kim.
She's not here.
She's not here.
She's not here again.
Not here. She made an executive decision on us without consulting you and I.
Yeah, okay.
You ready for this?
This is our producer who's never here, right?
This is our executive producer that showed up only to talk about Taylor Swift.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So she dropped it on me this past week, and I get to kind of let you know. We're not dropping our episodes weekly.
Okay.
We're going to do it.
We're doing yearly or something?
We're going to do it in 9s. Okay, 9. We're German all of a sudden. No, we're going to drop the front 9, and then we'll drop the back 9.
So we're just doing all 9 at once?
We're doing 18, but we're going to do not in chunks of 9.
Okay. I like that.
You're good? You're good with that?
I like that. That's a good golf.
Do you know how I close every show?
Yes.
Well, how?
Well, you just say, join us next week or something like that, or say you say something. I don't really listen to you.
New episodes drop. Yeah, you never listen to me.
Listen to you that much. Once you start waffling on, I really don't listen that much.
Thank you. Our listening audience will really appreciate that you don't listen to me.
I do.
I greatly appreciate that.
I do.
Okay. So now I have to change our close.
Okay. So, yeah.
So we'll have to think of something. I'll think of it during our show somehow, some way.
All right. I'll come up with something, I think.
But we've got a lot of housekeeping to catch up on.
Yeah, we do.
So actually, speaking of, so I've already started thinking about the back 9.
Yep.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Episode 10.
Yeah.
Jared Lyle.
Yeah.
You ready to tell the story?
Yeah, would absolutely love to.
And the reason why I want to do it, you ready for this?
Yeah, uh-huh.
You and I are finally going to get out and play golf.
We are.
Finally.
Which I want to mention something about this too. I had an epiphany in the middle of the night last night after my 10th Jameson.
Oh. Do you want to share first, or do you want me to let our listeners know what we're doing first?
No, you go first.
Okay, so Friday, November 1st, which this podcast, by the way, will drop well after this.
Okay.
We're going to be out at Bears Best.
Nice.
Yeah, really nice. Nice course up here.
Nice.
One of your favorite designers. And all of his wonderful works.
His designs are actually okay.
I know. His
designs are okay.
We're doing it for a foundation that you and I are both close with, the Passion Foundation. Mm-hmm. Our buddy John and his wife Tara started it when she was diagnosed with stage 3 melanoma. Now, Tara lost her battle. We know that. Mm-hmm. And I got involved in this about 5 years ago. You recently, a year ago, got involved, and mm-hmm. we decided we're going to get involved as a show to do it together. Now we're going to have Leo out there. We are going to.
Are you playing Leo or are you caddying?
Leo's going to caddy. He's going to shoot, is what he's saying.
See, this was Leo just going like this.
Yeah,
he didn't even answer me. He just didn't even answer me. Just Leo and I play charades together.
We're going to be mic'd up, and we're going to have video.
Yeah, good. Now there's something I want to bring up.
Okay.
That I may have said in haste. And I do say some silly things at times from time to time. I think I may have mentioned that I could probably outdrive you with a 2-iron.
You did.
Yeah. I may regret that one. I'm going to have a crack.
No, I hope you. I hope you lead off with your 2-iron, and I will just be able to swing for it. Now
It has to be in the fairway.
it does.
I don't care if you hit it 280, but it has to be on which I know you're not.
Right.
But it has
I'm
to
an
be
amateur.
Yeah.
Right. You know how well we play.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it has to be on the fairway.
See, but
So even if I hit my 2-iron 100 and yours is 280 in the rough, I win.
that's how we're going to play this.
Yeah, it has to be on the fairway.
When I bomb it past you and I'm in the fairway.
Bomb it. I hear amateurs all the time when they bomb it when they bomb at 230.
But here's the biggest secret though. We've got a plus 1.4 handicap on our team.
Well, that's not me or you.
It's definitely not me. And he's a lot younger than you and I.
Oh, good. He
So
needs to be.
when I say like all it takes is you or I being out in the fairway, then we just let him unleash.
Yeah.
And the rest of it is up to us just drinking and.
So I'll just take a 2-iron all day, get in the fairway, and then he can just hit it 330.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Perfect. And then we'll shoot 18 under and lose by 6.
Well, we won't. This is what we're going to be playing for, right here. This little trophy. This is what we're cheating over.
Okay.
And trust me, when I say cheating,
Oh, I know.
you've heard the story. We're going to get into it. That's actually today's episode.
Yeah.
Cheating out on the golf course. I think it's at an epidemic proportion.
It is.
It is the gentleman's game, and yet it is beyond me. But we have other housekeeping to get to
All right,
before we get.
Let's go to the housekeeping before I throw some shade on some people.
Okay. Yeah, because you did share some stories about cheating. Mm-hmm. I'm very. You didn't tell me the stories, so
No,
I'm looking forward.
I just mentioned names.
You didn't really mention names.
I mentioned one.
Well, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we missed week 5 of the NFL season because due to technical difficulties. That's
Leo again.
Leo.
Good job,
Actually, I'm going to blame Kim.
It's easy because she's not here.
Right.
The executive producer.
Right. Well, and he can edit anything. So like he's got magic fingers back over there. We're not.
Maybe we could just put a picture of her up here one day. Just like put a picture over there. Maybe we should just put a picture on the table.
Yeah, put a picture over.
Yeah,
there.
I'll get a framed picture. Put on the table.
She has plants in her office. Maybe we should put a plant up here and we'll just
there you go.
Let her. We'll recognize her by a plant.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna go after week 6. How do you think the standings are going right now?
I'm probably winning.
You're winning.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't like to lose. I haven't really paid much attention. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Hit me with it. Let me know how much I'm winning by.
You're not.
Am I losing?
You're not.
We're tied.
We're tied. Dead even. Now, here's the good news. We've got a winning record.
Okay. That's hard to believe.
I know.
Because Jacksonville's in there somewhere.
For both of us.
Yeah.
26-19.
That's good.
I know. It's better than the first couple weeks.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay, so outside of Jacksonville being horrendous,
Yep.
what is some of your bigger takeaways that you've seen in the NFL season that you've been like, I did not see that coming?
I think I may have dog cussed out Minnesota.
Well, we both did. I believe I said they had no quarterback.
I think they were useless and they had no chance. And yeah, they're kind of proving me a little wrong. But yeah,
that one is biting both of us.
Yeah, but
right
I
now.
think we both picked. But I also said the Bears would finish higher than Detroit, and I still think they might. Oh, there's silence. Did you see the silence? Did you see the look I just got?
Did you even watch the game this past weekend?
He played the Cowboys. The Cowboys can't beat. I could get 40 people out of this office and beat the Cowboys.
You wouldn't be able to get 40 people out of this office to beat the Cowboys.
We'd be close.
Here we go. This is one of my biggest pet peeves, by the way.
What's that?
Is when people say a college team could beat a pro team.
Oh, never. It never happened.
You just said my office staff could
that's
beat
how
the
bad.
Cowboys.
That's how bad the
That's
Cowboys
not
are.
even possible.
That's how bad the Cowboys are at the moment. They're horrible.
Listen, as speaking of somebody that is not a Cowboys fan,
horrible. I love watching the Cowboys be terrible. Cowboys are not one of my favorite teams.
I have them picked, so I was in a tough spot on Sunday, no matter what.
Yeah, no, because you're.
I was a 1-1. It was a 1-1, no matter what.
It was a Lions fan.
Yeah.
You had to be happy with that.
Oh, I was ecstatic with that.
So was I.
So, besides, so Minnesota, anything else? You know the one, and it's not really it's not fair, but with Tua's injury, Miami.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know that was coming.
Well, we should have. I mean, the history.
Well, he played every game last year. He made 1 year.
He made 1 year.
Yeah.
That's the one I think is the biggest surprise outside of Jacksonville not being as good as.
And Minnesota being really good. So there are some surprises.
I think
there.
Minnesota comes to earth.
Oh, they definitely come to earth. They're coming back. Sam Darnold's going to come back out and be Sam Darnold eventually.
He has to.
Yeah.
I mean, Andy Dalton became Andy Dalton again this past weekend.
He did have a 20-yard run, though.
It's defense. It's just defense.
Not mentioning the defense.
Yeah. Hey, 4-2 though.
I know.
Leading the division.
5 sacks.
Listen, let's not get into the X's and O's of the Falcons.
I'm not. It's just disappointing.
Why? They're 4-2.
I know, but
they're leading the division.
I know.
If I would have said to you before this started, they're going to be 4-2 after 6 games, what would you have said?
I would have taken that all day.
And I said we're leading the division
all day, and we've beaten 3 teams in the.
And we've beaten all 3 of the teams in our division.
I'm all for it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, that's how I'm looking at it.
So we got that one right. We got Kansas City right.
Yeah.
I can't remember what else. The 49ers.
Baltimore's finally coming back.
Yeah, they're fine.
That was another one that slow start. Yeah. Back at it. And then San Francisco.
They'll be fine.
I think a little disappointing, but they've been dealing with some injuries.
Yeah, they got a lot of injuries.
Okay, so we're gonna get into a little bit of what I like to call cheating out on the golf course.
Mm-hmm.
You guys were making fun of me a couple weeks ago. I think a couple episodes I was talking about. I was in an outing. I'm in corporate outings quite a bit. I do want to say I recently played in another one.
Thanks, I don't get. Did you get invited to that one, Leo? I didn't. No, me either.
Leo could have been out there. He would have been videoing. I don't think he wanted to do that. It was still a little early for him. But you were in a match last week.
Oh, with my boys?
I don't know. You told me you had a match.
Yeah. We played a two-man scramble. There was 4 of it. There was 3 of my buddies, Chris Fortney, Greg Elliott, and Joe Nathan Grizzle. We go out and play at Bentwater, and
is his nickname Grizzle?
His last name is actually Grizzle.
Oh, it is.
His last name is actually Grizzle.
I thought you were
the Grizz. No, the Grizzle's there.
Grizz.
So we go play a 2-man scramble against each other. And we're all about the same sort of golfing thing. So, but
what handicap are we talking?
We're probably 6 or 7s.
Okay, so we're all together.
Yeah, and we won. We won by 4 shots. So, and we celebrated quite comfortably. Yeah. So it was a match.
Did they press?
No cheating.
Was there
no cheating. No money. Just bragging rights. We had a shot at Jameson on the line.
Shocker.
Yeah, exactly. But we took him down at Bentwater. Beautiful golf course. If you've ever not been out there,
I haven't been out there.
Let me know.
Okay. So is this a shameless plug?
It was a great shameless plug on Bentwater Golf Club. Let me know if you want to be a member. I got you.
Wow.
Shameless plug.
That was that. There's terms in our industry called you're not supposed to do those things. I don't know about podcasting these days. I mean, seems like it's the wild wild west.
It's just a good golf course. I'm not even a member there.
I mean, it's like me promoting YETI over here. Yeah. There you go.
But yeah, we won the match. There was no cheating.
No cheating.
Which is really unusual, Chris Fortney, because he likes to rip his glove off in my backswing or get the cart moving in reverse when I'm playing. He's very good at that.
Oh, he's the
accidentally.
Oh, accidentally.
Yeah. So
no extra
call that cheating.
No extra golf balls in the pocket.
No, I don't call that cheating.
In the rough.
I don't actually call that cheating. I actually find it funny when guys hit a ball out of bounds and they've all automatically got one in their pocket. I'll hit another one. I'm like, why do you have another ball in your pocket?
I've never understood that. By the way,
I've never done that in my life.
No.
Had a golf ball in my pocket. I couldn't. I don't like having too many tees in my pocket when I'm playing, let alone another golf ball just in case I have to drop one in the fairway like someone did on the PGA Tour once.
We will get to that. We're going to get to that. Hold on to that.
I'm holding. I'm anxious.
I'm anxious because we need to talk about the epidemic that's going on in scramble golf right now.
I was actually watching a YouTube one the other night where this team came in with 46.
What?
46. You can YouTube it. They shot 26 under par. And like they nearly got railroaded out of the golf course.
Oh, they should have been.
People like yelling.
They should have been rioted,
screaming. And the one guy who's collecting the trophy, he's like 5'5". He's probably 300 pounds. He's like 65 years old, and these guys shot 26 under.
20.
I mean, how many mulligans you have to buy for that? Which is another thing I don't like, buying mulligans.
So that is one of the things, and that's what this little trophy right here. This is 2022. By the way, we should have defended last year.
I know.
We shot 19 under.
And finished where?
4th.
Yeah, exactly. What was the winning score?
23. But you know what? We were behind the group that shot the minus 23. We watched two young, I would say they were 15 to 16 years old. Dads were driving the carts. The boys could hit the ball.
Yeah.
Not saying that they didn't have any game.
But
one hole, 8 balls landed in the fairway as we were hitting our approach shots.
8.
8.
That's a lot of golf shots.
Guess what? Guess how many Dad hit?
Oh, so
0. So the boys both played a 4-ball on their own.
Yeah. So scrambles are just, it's just who cheats the best. Let's not get carried away.
And here's what I'm saying. So I was very fortunate this past week. I got to play in the Dream Speak Live golf tournament put on by Arthur Blank, our amazing philanthropist here in Atlanta, our owner of our Falcons. But he has the Blank Center for Stuttering.
Yeah.
And we as a station here locally have supported it for the last couple of years. Christian Bazeno.
Oh, the South African. Yeah, he's got stuttering. He's got stuttering.
So
issues,
he's got a stuttering issue. Do you know why?
Supposedly, I think he drank some poison or something when he was 3.
Yes. So he told the story on air while he was here. I did not know this. He didn't tell that story last year. He mistaken a bottle of Coke.
It was
Coca-Cola.
Was it like rat poison or something?
And it was rat poison.
Yeah.
Almost died.
Yeah. And it affected his nerve damage or something? Is that what they were saying?
Yeah. And so, he was out there, and it's fun to see him because literally last year, he was struggling. I mean, I think he made signature events, but to see him finish this year top 30, make the President's Cup team, actually was one of the better players, and then obviously finish really high up in Eastlake. Was fun to see. But we were out there. We played a shamble.
Now,
Are you familiar with a shamble?
Love shambles.
I do too, especially on golf courses like Capital City Club.
Yeah. That place is nice.
You talk Capital City Club. Hi. Yeah. Okay.
I'll mention you again if I can. Capital City Club.
Well, okay, yeah. You mention yours. I'll mention Capital City Club.
It was nice. I have played there. It's very nice.
Very nice.
Capital City Club.
By the way, fantastic condition, and the greens were as pure as I've seen.
Yeah.
I actually made a 40-footer for birdie. Yeah.
20-foot.
No.
Is this a fishing story?
In reality, I hit it was a par 5. We went driver. I hit a layup to a distance. I played course management.
How far was the layup? How far did you have in?
I had 45 into the pin.
Oh, horrible number.
It wasn't a great number, and I was coming out of the rough. I may have pulled my rescue a little bit too far. Amateur shot. No.
But you made birdie.
Well, yeah, but I hit a flyer, and it landed right next to the pin and then released to the back of the side of the green. Then I made the birdie. See? So it all worked out. Course management,
and you didn't.
But it was,
and you didn't have to cheat.
You want to know? It was only because the greens were so pure. I would never have made that putt.
Yeah.
But here's where it all fell apart. So we had a 4 caddy, which, by the way, can I ask why would you have a 4 caddy that doesn't caddy at the golf club?
It's bizarre. Yeah, weird. If he's never been there,
He had never been out there.
So why'd they have caddies?
I don't know.
Were the caddies supposed to keep score?
He did keep score.
So they paid
on Score Genius.
They must have paid their caddy more than you paid your caddy to win.
Probably. It's got to be. We didn't even.
We don't like to. We don't mind taking money. I can assure you.
You ready for this? Now, it was a modified handicap system. Okay, so we had obviously one of our guys had a 0 handicap because he's a plus 1.4. He's legit 0. We didn't have a pro. We only played 4. Every other team was playing with 5. But they had legit pros. I mean, I saw a couple guys. Saw a couple pros up from my old stomping grounds up in Michigan. But those guys were carrying zeros, and they were hitting a couple sets of tees back anyway.
Yeah.
I had John, who on a good day is a 20-plus handicap. That's if he gets out of the cart and actually swings. And I had one of our an esteemed colleague in the beverage and bar industry playing with us that is a owner or operator of a restaurant group, right?
Okay.
He's about him and I are close. We're about 10 handicaps, right around in there. We were modified down to 7 and 4. Right.
Why is it a modified handicap system?
Well, because I mean it's a shambles, so everybody's teeing off. You play from the same drive. I get it. I'm okay with it. You know, John was our guy. John was playing out of his mind, and I'm only talking about on the greens. He was making putts they had no business making. So we shot 20 under,
and lost.
Didn't even come in the top 4.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens at scrambles.
And I was like, I just looked at our caddy and I said, do not put any more scores into that little system until after we're done. Until most of these groups are in, because all they're doing is waiting for you to upload
100%.
scores.
And then they go.
And all of a sudden you go from first down to 5th.
Yeah, because then they see your score and then they go, well, they just had a 4, so we'll just have a 3 on that.
Yeah. And they were putting it, obviously, you have a guy that might get 1 or 2 blows and he actually doesn't make the putt. But that's where the score goes.
Yeah. You start yelling on the golf course like you made the putt, and then
you just start running around like a
and then ride down. Yeah.
So that was my most recent experience out on the golf course. This outing that we've got coming up, we're going to document the cheating.
Okay.
I'm sending Leo around. Leo, you have your mission.
He's like a spy.
He is. They think the video camera's for us.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not going to be.
I like this. We're
going
to catch someone. We're going to catch.
We are going to catch somebody, and we're going to call them out on a national podcast.
Nice.
Because I'm done with it.
I agree. I mean, it's just scrambles are fun, but you're not going to go there to win.
No. You're there for a charity.
And let's not say we've all cheated on scrambles. Even I've cheated on scrambles because it's just
you're going to drop a mulligan. Now, mulligans are the one where
you bought 8 mulligans, but you're going to use 27 of them.
Right. Yeah, all on one hole.
Yeah, each hole.
Because every hole. You keep missing the 5-footer.
Yeah.
Well, just this one. Well, that one didn't count.
One more. I made it, and then you're all walking back to the cart. And then I made it. Okay,
now,
cool. That's
I
good.
will say I have done this. I'm going to self-admit this one. Put a nice shot into the green. Clearly not the closest shot that we're going to use.
Mm-hmm.
But you stand over it, and you're still going to roll the putt.
Oh yeah, just have a practice. It goes in,
and it goes in. Guess what?
We're counting that baby. Counting that baby.
So
we're all cheats as well.
Yeah. So You've had some episodes of cheating out on the golf course while you were out on tour.
100%.
What?
And heard about some too as well.
Okay.
Now, I don't know whether we can get sued if I mention the player's name?
I don't know. Leo, check with legal counsel. Leo's going to check with legal counsel.
Get back to that.
We'll have editing.
I don't want to drop a player's name.
I don't know if you should.
Okay.
Let's just. Why don't you name the tournament? And roughly.
All right. So there's one guy on tour who was synonymous for marking his ball very badly.
Okay. We all know who that is.
We do.
Maybe.
Well, because I told you last night when we were researching at Guston's pub in Ackworth.
Another plug for
another shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Yeah. Is that gonna pay off a bar tab?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were there last night and I was discussing.
It's a destination for those that are traveling into Atlanta. Make sure you head up to Ackworth.
Guston's Pub on 41, 3330 North Cobb Parkway, Northwest.
Right in the Kroger shopping complex.
And so he was synonymous for he would carry 2 coins in his pocket. He would have a bigger coin and a smaller coin. Bigger coin for the longer putts, and when he had a short putt like 4 or 5 foot, he would put his coin right underneath the ball.
Yeah.
And then when he would put his ball back, he would always put it maybe an inch further forward. And he would do it nearly every time. And we were paired with this said player at the Byron Nelson.
Okay.
And on the first hole, he did this. And another player in the group, who I will mention because he didn't do anything wrong, was Paul Stankowski. And he basically said to you, if you're going to mark your ball like that all day, you make sure you put that ball back exactly the same way, because I know you do this and I'm going to be watching you all day. And I was like, "Oh, okay, this has just happened.
It's going to be spicy today."
This has happened on the first hole. But he was synonymous for doing this. And even you would mention to his caddy, and I'd say to his caddy, "Dude, have you ever said anything to him?" He's like, "No, I can't say anything to him. I don't want to get fired." Because, obviously you're going to protect your player.
Right.
I'm like, but it's embarrassing. It's like, I would even say to Golf Channel at times, I'm like, can we get a camera on this? And they're like, we don't want to get involved. But he was synonymous for years and years doing this.
Is he out there now still?
No, he's on the Champions Tour.
Okay.
Plays a little bit on the Champions Tour.
Okay.
But, he was synonymous for that sort of stuff. And then he had an incident at Reno with a younger player in the group, and I can't remember the guy's name. I was racking my brain about this last night, but again, I probably had a few too many beers.
This, by the way, is the theme for those that are just catching this episode.
We like to have a couple of cocktails.
You have a couple of cocktails.
Yeah. And he hit a ball in the rough, and they went looking for it, and then they said, "Hey, there's your ball there," and it was a horrible line. They're like, "That's not mine. That's not my nine." And then they walked 15 yards further, and then obviously his caddy's like, "Yeah, here it is here," and everyone in the group's like, "There's no way that's your ball. It's not even your markings." He's like, "Well, I changed my markings on that tee." And they're like, "What?" No, that's not your ball. And he was like, "No, that is my ball. I'm playing it." And he played it out. And the kid in the group wouldn't sign his scorecard at the end of the round. It's like, there's no way I'm signing your scorecard because that was not your ball.
Yeah.
And so the PGA Tour signed the scorecard. That's what happens. If there's a dispute and a player doesn't want to sign it, the tour will invariably go, "Hey, we don't know the story. We're not there. We don't have cameras on it. We don't know. We're just going to have to believe." If you say it's your ball, and we're going to take your word for it.
Yeah, but it's a gentleman's game.
Yeah, but apparently there was absolutely zero chance.
Got it.
I mean, you can go back to the British Open in 1974 in Lytham St Anne's, where Gary Player was accused of, dropping a ball on the 18th rough because they couldn't find his ball, and his caddy was accused of putting another ball down. Because even the members to this day who were out there were like, "No, there was no way that was his ball where he hit it from." You can Google that one, you can research it, you can have a look at it. But yeah, that was the '74 Open at Lytham St Anne's, and there was a lot of controversy about that. And even Gary Player got accused again, and I think it was a skins game in like 1978 with Tom Watson, where he moved the leaf under a ball, and Tom Watson accused him of it like straight out then and there. And those two had a beef for a long time over that.
Wow.
See?
Always something with you. And it's funny how you're involved in the groups.
Well, no. See, I wasn't in that group.
In one group,
I was. Yeah, in one I was absolutely. Yeah. But I'd watched him. I'd been in the group with that guy before, and we'd watched him and just look and go, "This is embarrassing." The way he marks, like, just I'm going to put it here, and the ball goes back here. It was like every time. It's like the putt's this far. And it's like we used to joke with like a shot link would be on the course, and the shot link goes, this certain player has 3 foot 1 inch to make par. Now he has 3 foot. So Shotlink had to change when he put his ball back.
Oh boy.
So yeah, but yeah, I've seen some shady things. There was, I'll tell you another one was we were at New Orleans, and I was caddying for Greg Owen, and we had Charlie Weavers in the group, and he hit the shot. I think it's the third hole, and it's just all water down the right. And Charlie hit his tee shot and went straight over the water, like straight over the water. So his drop should have been 30 yards off the tee.
Right.
And well, he starts walking all the way around there, and Greg's looking at me like, "Where's he going?" And he's like, "Do you think this is where it crossed?" And Greg's like, "No, you're all the way back there." And he's like, No. They hit that with a cut, and it went into the water. And I'm looking like, there is no chance that ball cut. I mean, he hit it straight in the water.
It was just dead.
It was just dead straight.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who the other player in the group was, and he was like, "No, there's no way. No, you've got to be up here." And I know Charlie, and Charlie's like, "Mick, what do you think?" I was like, "Dude, you're all the way back there.
Yeah.
There's no way that ball crossed anywhere." And then he gets mad at me. He's like, "Yeah, that's not fair. That's not fair." He took his drop up there. Rules officials came out. He's like, "No, this is where it crossed," and they let him. They let him play that shot. Yeah. It's amazing what you think you see.
Well, you want to see what you want to see.
Yeah.
You're already mad enough that you blew it left, blew it
and then
right.
there was Mark O'Meara, who had an issue one time about marking his ball as well. And then I can't remember who the player was who changed his name in the locker the next week, but they changed his name from Mark O'Meara to Mark Etnera. And that caused a little bit of controversy. Yeah.
I was going to say that would have rattled a few people.
Yeah, I know that story. I don't know. I know the name change, but I don't know what happened with the original marking of the ball.
I was going to say that's probably most of us don't think of it from a cheating perspective.
Yeah,
but I would probably say that's the majority. Professional golf, I would say, that's the way.
Well, you remember Lexi Thompson? She got penalised, like I think it might have been 4 shots or something when she did it in a tournament. She did it in a major, I think. And if you can Google that one, and you can YouTube that one, and she put that marker down and put it over there, and then someone called in and said, "No, you need to watch that again." And she got
dinged for it.
She got dinged for it. Yeah.
Mm. Well, we'll when we reconvene, we will we'll know a little bit more after that outing that we play. And,
we will. I'm excited by this now. I'm looking forward to it.
We're
looking forward to Leo.
We're literally
Spy Leo being out there.
Spy Leo. We're changing Leo's job description to not only videographer and audio guy and editor, but now he's going to be detective.
He's going to be
Detective Leo,
and he's going to have us wired up there.
Oh yeah. We're going to be wired up. We're going to have fun.
They did that to me in Australia one time on the Australian tour, in the Australian Open. They had a microphone on me. I did, and I failed. I failed.
Oh, I will believe it.
I failed.
I'm gonna say it now. This is on camera, and this is weeks before this outing is going to take place. I'm afraid to hear the raw audio of it afterwards.
I'll be good. I'm good now. I don't swear when
I'm not worried about you.
I don't swear when I'm here.
I know who else is in our group.
Oh yeah, he's good, especially if he's had drinks.
Well, there's a couple of them, so I'm gonna have to be on my best behavior too.
Yeah, I will be.
All right. Hang on. Let me get to our new. Clothes.
The new clothes.
New clothes. So thanks for teeing up with us. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and of course on YouTube for all of our new episodes and content. You like that? You like
that? Okay, that's good. Okay.
We hope your drives are straight, your putts are short, and your scores are low. We'll see you next time on Tales from the Tips.